What's up, people? Welcome back to the program. Yeah. So, let's get right to it. Where are we? It's a Friday, everybody's nervous, long weekend. I remember when all we cared about after 9/11 on long weekends was that we weren't getting attacked again. And then once the long weekend was over, we'd always rally that next day. It was actually, you thinking back now, terrorism was something that we could handle. Now we're in a position where nobody knows what to do. And again, the thing that I'm most pissed about is that this was brought upon me by the powers that be. Other people have screwed us. People that thought they were so smart. Let's take a bunch of CDOs and make up some investment products, bunch all this shit together, and sell them off to some other people. On the basis that the home values would never go down and nobody would care about anything else except if they had to sell their house, they'd be able to and they could move on and we'd find some other sucker to come up the rear. Oh my God. Was it all really based on that? And that's where we are right now. So, again, I'm at the point where I've decided not to trade as much, and I'm doing a lot better. I'm not making a lot of money because now I'm trading 100, 200 share lots, 10 contracts instead of 100, 200 contracts. And this is the time where I said it. Whatever I've been talking about has been gold. Because now I'm just making a little bit of money. Just like my sports gambling, which we're going to have a segment on the new website dedicated to sports gambling. Since I've been talking to you guys in the last 2 years, I think I'm 45-15 on my picks across the board, including baseball and football. That's very, very hard to believe. But since I stopped betting more than 200, 300 on a game, no more 1,000 on a game, I don't lose. I guarantee you, and you will know, when I feel that confident enough to bet that $1,000 on a game, that's when I'll lose. So I'll let you know. Well, the more you hang out with me, you'll start learning how to read between the lines on what's going to make money and what's not going to make money. Like when I was loading up on that HIG, okay? It started out as a profitable position. I got a little bit ahead of myself, started buying more, added options to the common stock position. That was it. Say goodnight. Once I tried to make something out of what was already there, and I should have just taken the profit, I destroyed the company. But let's go back to the whole what's happening now and how we're going to get bloody fucking revenge, okay? Slap parties are one thing. Now, again, slap parties is what I'm saying is that now that we have finally realized, Enron wasn't big enough, the .com wasn't big enough, WorldCom going out of business wasn't big enough to maybe put some checks and balances on Wall Street activities. Slap parties. Every month, we get to come to the office of all the CEOs and all the Wall Street people and everybody that's signing the last document. I don't want to know that you were blind to something that was going on at your company. Whoever signed the last thing that, okay, whatever happens, you're getting slapped by everybody. Employees, shareholders, the public, we're all going to come to your office and give you one big slap across the face if we think you're doing something even the slightest bit off color. Okay? So maybe now the regulations will start to set in. We'll become over-regulated, of course, just like we do everything. We got to go way overboard to try to solve the problem. Because now we got to just overcompensate for everything. So that's why nothing's going to get done. That's why America is coming to a standstill right now. And the economic stimulus plan, The economic stimulus plan and bank bailouts, the way I read into it is that we're lending banks money because they fucked up. Here, have some more money so you could go and fuck up again. What we need to do is make sure that all the people that okayed these deals are rounded up and murdered. Murdered! Maybe not in the literal term, but you cannot work in the industry. Go become the photo guy at the Target now. Yeah, well, you know what? You used to make $5 million selling bad fucking somehow AAA rated bullshit. Now you're working at Target getting my pictures. All right? That's what's going to have to happen. And now looking at, and it wasn't all one person's fault. It wasn't the people making these products. Somehow they were getting rated AAA. Bullshit loans were getting rated AAA and then sold to other people. So who's to blame for that? It's the rating. Nobody talks about that. The rating people, the Moody's and Standard & Poor's. What about these people? Slap parties. We gotta just, or forced streaking. We get you naked and you have to run through Wall Street naked as we all laugh and gawk at you. Something has to be done because I'm in pain and I know a lot of people that are in pain and we didn't do anything to deserve this. All right? Hindsight, of course. Luckily, like I said, I would be out of this house already if I wasn't at least smart enough to realize that we were going to crash and I got money out of all my mutual funds and anything I was holding big positions on. But it's not like I saved any money. I didn't make money. I just didn't lose more money. Wow. Yippee-ki-yay. But here's what I say. So the economic stimulus plan. Everybody was hoping that we're going to sign some documents and we're just going to move on. First of all, it's not going to happen in a day. Have you caught on to that gist? That's why I'm not in any rush to trade. You think you're going to miss something? How many times has Joy Global gone back to 20 and we were able to buy it again and have it go back to 22 or 23? How many times? What is it, 7 times? 7 times now the stock's basically gone at or near or below 20. We were able to buy it and have it go up 3 or 4 points. Listen, I'll take that for the rest of my life. Granted, remember, if you're trading these ranges, have your stop at below. Oh, by the way, don't put stops right at the price. Break up your stop. Because I tell you, as much as you don't want to believe it, once your stop's out there, somebody is looking at that stop. Let's get the stock to that price. Fuck that dude. And then we can rally from there. You know what happens. So what I've been doing is I've been putting my stops in increments. 2 cent, 3 cent, 5 cent, 4 cent increments. So unless they're totally out to get me, the stock's got to have to go down a few more levels before they get me totally out of my position. But range bound is all right. You just have to grow some balls on the way down and don't be afraid to sell on the way up. Because you know what? If anything's been proven, stocks aren't going anywhere. I mean, even I'm selling out of stocks. When I sold that Joy Global at 24, okay? And then it went up, whatever, 30 or cents more after. Oh, no, first I got it at 22 and a half. So granted, it did go up more than I bought it back. But then it went $24. Oh, it looks like it's going to break out. No, it's not going to break out. No, sorry, it's going to go right back down 4 points. Thanks for playing. That's what's going to happen. Have no fear. There is no missing the boat. You know what we might miss the boat on? The next catastrophe. Okay, let's go back to the economic stimulus plan. How about this for a stimulus plan? The president comes on the TV that morning and says, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce my plans for the new economic stimulus plan to bring us out of this so-called catastrophe and crisis that these bankers have gotten us into. Here's my economic stimulus plan." Fuck them. Fuck them all. Fuck them. Capitalism. Let's see how it works out. Let it all pan out. Let's see what happens. Let them all fail. No bank bailouts. The only people that should get any money are people who conceivably have a way of saving their home. Say if you need maybe $100,000, and that'll get you by. Here's what we do. No interest on your mortgage for 10 years. And eventually, when you get back on your feet, this is for people that qualify for this plan that I propose. Once you qualify, the interest gets tacked on at the end. Okay? But you also get some little help from the government to get you through. Granted, the people that have a job that pays $25,000 a year at sitting in a $700,000 house, there's a good chance they're not going to be able to pay for that house. So what you do is, those people must be leaving. Sorry, thanks for playing. But the people who are right there on the fringe, that if you just help them out a little bit, they could hang on to that house and eventually pay it off. We just got to stop the houses from going down. And then everything will pan out. People will start coming back in. Get a few people get with a job. The housing prices get to a point where they're low. And then people buy the houses again. Supply and demand will come back and capitalism will work again. Stop giving out free money to these bankers. Fuck them.